Shalom everybody, this is Joshua from Kehila El Elyon, and as we're getting ready for Sukkot, actually tonight, I want to kind of show you some things as we prepare for the festival. Alright, as you see before you here, you see a few things laying here on my kitchen table, and kind of want to show you what these are. Some people haven't heard of these things, or the mitzvot that are connected to these, okay? So I'd like to go through these and kind of tell you how and what they're used for, and the mitzvah that's commanded in the Torah. It tells us that during this feast, during Sukkot, we're to take the four species, okay, the arba minim, okay, arba minim, the four species, and we are supposed to take them and rejoice before the Hashem for 7 days in our sukkahs. Okay, so what are the four species? Well, these come from Israel. If you can kind of see, there's Hebrew writing on these, as you can see, obviously, except for this in the middle here that I'm moving, the palm, and this yellow fruit-looking thing, which we'll discuss in just a moment. All right, but you may say, well, where do you get these? Can you just go to your local floral shop or Home Depot to get these? No. Usually you have to order them from Israel or from a store or someone here in the United States that ships them in for Sukkot, specifically for Sukkot. We order ours from Israel, and they try and get them here to you close to the holidays so that they will be as fresh as possible. However, and they do, and it's kind of a worrisome type thing. One season they didn't show up till after we left. We waited to the very last moment before we went to the Sukkot celebration, and they had to leave them at the door because my home is on the end route of UPS, which also means I live in Arizona and it's 105 or 6 degrees this time of year. These species are in a hot UPS truck all day long. So, but Baruch Hashem, they're here. And hopefully we won't lose too many leaves and they won't die. I'll get them in the refrigerator as soon as possible to cool them down. So let's go through them and let's kind of show you. Let's start here with the middle, the largest one. This is the lulav. Now together, if you add these two together, it's usually all one except for this. This is the etrog. This is called a lulav, but this is the palm branch. Okay, and then we have here. I'll show you this right here. Over here on the side, you can see that. Okay, this is the plated tree. It's the myrtle. Okay. All right. And then, which is, do you know what myrtle is? Hadassah, right? Hadassah. Okay. Then we have here. You can see that. I keep them in here for now just to kind of keep them fresh without air getting to them too much. But this is the willow. Okay. This is the willow, and this is the etrog. Here's the piton here. Love the etrog. It's not a lemon, okay? It's an etrog, a citron. It's an etrog. Doesn't smell anything like a lemon. Doesn't taste anything like a lemon, I don't think. But we don't eat it. We hold it and we keep it for 7 days, and it's just, we smell it and it's beautiful. I love this. If you've ever seen the movie Ushpizin, he spends a huge amount of money on one of these perfect ones. He searches for it. And because we're supposed to, when we fulfill a mitzvah, we're supposed to do it as beautiful as we possibly can. That's what our sages teach us. So we take the four of these things and we say our blessings and we rejoice, we wave them in the 6 directions, north, south, east, and west, up and down, because Hashem is everywhere and we rejoice before Hashem. They also send you this neat little holder here. It's just made out of basket type material. You put the lulav in the middle, and you put the myrtle and the willow in each one of these little holders. And then you hold the citron next to it, and you shake it in the different areas and say the blessings, okay? Sometimes, this is kind of neat, sometimes people make it really dressy and use pretty ribbons and lace to put these three species together. And we hold this one separate. Okay, so hope you've kind of enjoyed this. I'll take you out in just a few minutes and kind of show you the sukkah and where we are with that, and then hopefully you will maybe next year, if you didn't have the opportunity, this year to get 4 species. Maybe you can Google that and prepare next year to fulfill the mitzvah of the 4 species. Chag Sameach. All right, shalom everybody. This is Joshua again, and we're outside here. This is my sukkah. As you can see, it rained last night. Yes, we're in Arizona, and on Sunday when I put it up, the tradition is to start building your sukkah right after Yom Kippur, and it was 111, as you probably heard me complain about before, but Baruch Hashem, we got it up, and it was warm. Today it's only supposed to be 89 degrees. Baruch Hashem, that's even better. But we got some clouds coming in, and hopefully we'll be able to spend some time in the sukkah tonight. As you can see, my sukkah's frame is made of metal, and there's supposed to be thunderstorms possibly tonight. So, I guess we will see. You can see up at the top here, I have my shkach, which is some giant palm fronds from our palm tree out front. We also have some bamboo mats. So I will take you inside here. Excuse the shaking. I'm very good at this camera thing. Okay, you see we have some lights. There is a hole over here where one of the mats is a little too short, so I always put, which is kind of nice, so I always put a couple of big palm fronds right there. All right, big fan palms there. The walls can be made of anything, any material whatsoever. The ceiling, the shkach, must be made of materials that are grown out of the ground, the covering. Okay, the walls can be made of anything. As you can see, you kind of can see through mine walls, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. It's kind of a nylon canvas tarp like material. We've had it for quite a while. It's nice. I like it. There's some lights there. You see we have our Star of David, some lights, and some autumn fall type things, because this is the fall harvest festival in Israel. But we are commanded to dwell here for 7 days, and you're probably thinking, well, where are you going to dwell? You don't have any chairs or anything. That's right, because remember I told you it rained last night. So we didn't put any of our furniture out here yet, which I will today, and we will come out here. Now it's supposed to be in the hundreds and in the 90s in the evening, getting down in the, well, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It'll be about 70 degrees or so here in the desert, but it gets pretty warm in there. The wind's kind of blowing today, so it's kind of nice. You can see the clouds over there in the Arizona sky. All right, so we have little puddles there, but just kind of want to show you the sukkah. And if you kind of think about it, the sukkah, temporary shelter that Hashem has asked us to leave our supposed permanent dwellings, our homes that we spend a lot of our time and effort and money and worry paying for, decorating, taking care of, that kind of thing, as I kind of talked about on a Sukkot special. But to come out here to dwell, and this is the safest place to be. The Zohar, remember, tells us that if we dwell in the sukkah for the sake of the name of Hashem and the love that we have for Him, then the Shekinah will come and dwell in the sukkah with us, just like in the Beit HaMikdash. So it's like being in the temple. It's like being in the temple. So this is our sukkah. Give you some ideas. This was a kit, okay? But you can build your sukkah out of, I know people who just use plywood and built frames. Some have those newfangled pop-up sukkahs. This is a nice one. This lasted us for, I know we've had it for quite a while now, quite a few years. And, the metal should last forever. We might have to replace the shakak at some point, the bamboo mats, but that's no big deal. The canvas should pretty much last forever. The tarp-like material for the walls should probably last forever. The only thing that would be a problem is, at some point we would like to live in Israel unless we have a big place, because this is a pretty big sukkah. Okay, it's unless we have a big place, we're going to have to build a smaller sukkah, and probably won't be able to haul this one with us. So maybe we can let another family who will use it use it. So, well, that's our sukkah. I just wanted to share that with you all. And Chag Sukkot Sameach. I hope that you have a wonderful and happy Sukkot, and Shalom.